In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 best LEGO investments over the past 5 years. So I've spent a number of hours researching this topic and trying to come up with my top 10 sets. Now, these aren't necessarily going to be the absolute top 10 most increased value sets over the past 5 years, but they're going to be pretty damn close to it. Now, some of these, I guess I probably have a bit of recency bias or personal bias in some of the sets that I have done really well in. So without further ado, let's get into it and start talking about set number 10. Okay, so coming in at number 10, we have a Brickhead set. Now this set is set number 41612, the Steve and the Creeper Brickheads. Now this set has made the list because it's actually done really quite well. This is not the only Minecraft set on the list, and it's also not the only Brickhead set on the list. Now this set originally retailed for £18 here in the UK, and it did have a very short shelf life of less than a year, so I'm sure that played a part in the quite substantial value increase. So this set is now going to set you back at least £90 for a brand new sealed one here in the UK. That's the cheapest you can get a Bricklink at £89, and on eBay it's sort of trending around £90. Most of the ones that I can see that have sold recently have included really high shipping from the US. So not exactly much to go off there, but ones that have been sold in the UK do seem to be around the £90 mark, which puts it at pretty much bang on a 5x increase in value. Now, like most sets on this list, and you'll hear me, I'm sure, mention a few times in this video that this is a cheaper set, and it does seem to be the cheaper sets that seem to have done best, as there is only one set that is actually what I would class as an expensive set. There are a couple of mid-price sets in this list, but they are mostly the cheaper sets that have done really well. Now coming in at number 9, we got set number 75885, which is the Ford Fiesta Speed Champions set. Now I got this set here, and it originally retailed for £12.99, and for me it was actually my first ever Speed Champions set that I got. Someone bought it for me for Christmas, and apart from the fact that it had loads and loads of stickers on, I loved the build of it, and it was really great to get me into the Speed Champions theme, and now I have a really big collection of Speed Champions sets, so maybe there's a bit of personal bias in this one. But the reason why this has gone into the list is obviously down to the amount of money you could have made over the past 5 years by investing into this set. So it originally retailed for £12.99, which when I was doing the research on this, I'd totally forgotten how cheap Speed Champions used to be. They obviously now go for at least £19.99. Obviously I know that LEGO has increased the size of them, so of course the price would go up by that, but I just think it's crazy that you used to be able to get Speed Champion sets for this cheap. I'd actually just totally forgotten. Now I also could have gone with the Bugatti Speed Champion set because that's had a very similar sort of value increase, but from what I'd done on my research, it looked like this had a slightly higher asking price now on the secondary market, which is why I went for this set. So on the secondary market now, this set goes for about £60. Now Speed Champions have actually seemed to have been a very good investment over the past few years. They always seem to climb up in value quite nicely. They are quite low entry level sets, with their prices obviously back in the day being £13 and now being about £20, and very often on a really good sale, such as you can pick up like the Nissan Skyline now for about £12 online instead of 20. So for me, these are some of my top investing sets at the minute, the Speed Champions, because you only need to go back and look at the back catalogue to see how well these perform in value. And whilst this is a definite highlight, going from £13 to £60, obviously not every Speed Champions set is going to reach that sort of potential in the next 5 years. But I think a lot of them aren't going to be too far off. Even with some of the sets we've seen retire over the past couple of years, they seem to sort of almost double in price within the first year or two, which is actually really good to see, and you're not really gonna make double your money elsewhere. So coming at number 8 on my list is going to be the Series 1 of Marvel minifigures. Now the Marvel minifigures is our lowest buy-in on this countdown, with the buy-in being only £3.49 here in the UK. Now I did and ah a little bit about whether to put this set in the list, because you could look at it two ways. So I'm going on the price on Amazon. Now on eBay it does not fetch quite as good a price, and if I went by the eBay price it wouldn't have made the list. But there is a very good reason why I've done that, and that is because I have personal experience of selling an awful lot of units of these Marvel minifigures myself. So over the past 12 months, I've sold nearly 800 units of these Marvel minifigures. So clearly I've made an awful lot of money off them. Now I didn't quite sell them for as high as they are now. I think most of my sales came around the £10 to £13 mark. Now obviously for a £3.50 buy-in, that was an insane amount of money to be making on each sale. And the fact that I sold so many, I was very glad that I made that investment. So the Marvel minifigures are currently going for £14.99 on Amazon. Now, as I said, they're a little bit cheaper on eBay. It's very difficult to find blind bags. Most of them are felt out characters or full sets on eBay, but they definitely don't go for as much on eBay. But yeah, on Amazon they sell for about $14.99, which is an insane amount of money really, considering these minifigures only cost £3.49 when they first came out. To be selling for £15 is an insane ROI. So we're looking at about a 4 times value increase. So coming in at number 7 is actually a bit of a cheeky set. So this set was actually a gift with purchase set, and the reason why I had to put it in is because it just goes for an astronomical amount of money. 40433, the limited edition 1989 Batmobile. Now this set came free as a gift with purchase with the 1989 Batmobile when it released in 2019. Now obviously this was a limited edition set and only came with this purchase, but the reason why I put it in here is because it was just such an insane value increase for a free set. Now there are some other sets that have done nearly just as well, such as the Star Wars lightsaber hilts, or from last year we've got the Harry Potter Grand Staircase. But for me this was really a standout one, and this just made the list almost instantly. And obviously whilst it wasn't a readily available retail set, I just think it really deserves a place, because you easily could have bought the 1989 Batmobile along with this set and made a really good amount of money. And even just by reselling the limited edition promo set, you nearly could have paid for the actual full set, which was nearly £200. So this set on the secondary market goes from anywhere from about £120 to £130 currently. And again, for a free set is an astronomical amount of money. I don't understand who pays this much money when the actual 1989 Batmobile, which is obviously much bigger, doesn't actually fetch much more than that. Okay, so moving on to set number 6. Now this is set number 41629, the Boba Fett Brickheads. Now I don't know what it is with Boba Fett, but he just seems to command such an insane price on anything he's in. Now obviously this Brickhead was originally worth $9.99, as all the Brickheads were, and it now sells for about £70, which is obviously a 7 times value increase. And again, it's another lower priced set, which really seems to be a theme when I was doing this video, that a lot of the lower price sets seem to have done a lot better in regards to the ROIs on them. But like I just mentioned, again, Boba Fett is just such an insane character for investing. Many sets that have Boba Fett in that have just command an astronomical price. Obviously, we've got the best of them all being the Cloud City set, and we all know about that. Then there's also the Ultimate Collector's Series Escape from Cloud City set, where again, the Boba Fett minifigure is worth an insane amount of money. We have this Brickhead set where the Boba Fett just on its own has increased 7 times. Even the Boba Fett helmet from last year has more than doubled in value, and that doubled in value pretty much straight away, because I know myself, I sold them at about £100 in January and they only retired in December. So it just seems like anything with Boba Fett in just does really, really well. So I think for me, looking forward into the future, if there's any good sets that have a unique Boba Fett minifigure in, I will definitely be paying a lot more attention to those. So obviously now we are halfway through, we have covered 5 sets and there are 5 to go. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching and ask you to subscribe if you like Lego and Lego investing videos, as I regularly upload them on my channel, and maybe even drop this video a like and a comment on what is your best Lego investment over the past 5 years. Okay, so next on our list we have set number 70626, the Dawn of Iron Doom. Now part of the reason why I put this on the list, especially so high up, is because of the fact that it is Ninjago themed. Now obviously for me, and I'm sure many of you as well, when you think of Lego investing, your mind probably goes straight to things like Star Wars, maybe even a modular building. But the fact that we have Ninjago that also does so well is really incredible. I was first drawn to the idea of Ninjago probably about a year ago. I saw videos from someone talking about Ninjago investing, and I actually couldn't believe some of the ROIs that you can get on some of these sets. And like when I'd done this video, I found some other really cool sets that are a little bit too old to feature in it, such as an elf set that went for a ridiculous price nowadays. So this set originally went for £60 at retail and is now fetching close to £300. Now there isn't a lot of sales data to go on this one, so maybe that's part of the reason why it's so high, because there's so few available. There's only a handful available on Bricklink, and there's none available on Bricklink here in the UK, and very, very few available on eBay. Most of the ones that I can find, if not all of them, were pre-owned. I think that probably plays a big part in why this set has gone up so much in value, is because of the lack of supply. I don't think there's necessarily the same demand there that there would be for, say, a Star Wars set of the same sort of price range. I think the reason why the value has been driven so high is because of that lack of supply. But nonetheless, it's still great to see such a different theme featured so highly on my investment list, and that is part of the reason why I put it at number 5, because although it's got a pretty much 5 times value increase, it is very good, but easily could have been knocked down a couple of places. But I decided to put it that high mainly because of the theme. Okay, so moving on to our number 4 set. So we have another Brickhead set. Well, actually it's a double Brickhead set for this one. So when I was looking through the Brickhead's theme, I was trying to come up with prices when I was looking at the Minnie and Mickey set. So these are set number 41625 and 41624. And when I was trying to look at the secondary market, they both seemed to be coming up together. Everyone was selling them as a double pack, even though they were single Brickheads. So I decided to put these in together because they now go for about £140 for these 2 sets together. And obviously originally they only retailed for £9.99, or if you bought both of them, £19.98 in total. So we're looking at about a 7x increase on their original RRP, which is another really insane ROI over 5 years. But I believe part of the reason why this set has done so well is because it was available for such a short time. Now, according to Brickset, it was only available from August till December of 2018. So that probably explains partly why this set is so valuable, along with the fact that it's obviously 2 very iconic characters being Mickey and Minnie. Okay, so moving on to our top 3 now. So coming in at number 3 is going to be a slightly more recently retired set, and that is set number 75274, the TIE Fighter pilot helmet. Now this set, the fact that it went up so much in value so quickly, to me was really mind-boggling. I did not invest in any of these whatsoever. Same with the Stormtrooper, I picked up none. I wasn't sure how well they'd do. Obviously, when the Stormtrooper and the TIE Fighter pilot retired, they were the first 2 of the helmet sets to retire. So for me, I was waiting to see that data on how well they were going to do. And I also thought that the Boba Fett would have done much better than these 2 anyway, since they're all released at the same time, but obviously Boba Fett had a slightly longer shelf life. Now, the TIE Fighter pilot was obviously available at retail price of £55, and it was only released in 2020. But now, if you want to pick one of these up on the secondary market, you're going to be looking at anywhere from £250 to £280 for one of these helmets. Now, of course, with the TIE Fighter pilot, it does have some cool pieces, and there are some unique printed pieces to this set, which I guess helps drive up the value a little bit. But overall, considering again, it doesn't even have any minifigures, this was really surprising. The first time that I saw how much it had gone up in value so quickly, and the fact that it's still maintaining its value now, I still can't quite believe how much it's done in such a short space of time. We're looking at a roughly 5 times increase in price. If this set had been retired for about 4 years, like a lot of the other sets in this video, then that would be a very understandable investment, and of course it would be one of the better LEGO investments, but it would also not be too much of a surprise. But the real surprise about this set is that it hasn't even been retired for 2 years. It had a normal shelf life for Star Wars, it was just shy of the 2-year mark, so maybe slightly shorter than usual, but overall nothing out of the ordinary, I wouldn't say. But the fact that this has gone up in value so much is insane, and it's probably got to be one of the top investments in the last 3 years. So I think for me, this will be really interesting to revisit this set in another couple of years, once it's been retired for 5 years, to actually see what the price will be then. Who knows what price this could end up capturing? Could we see this set get up to £500 in the next couple of years and get a 10x increase? I don't know. It seemed to spike quite a lot in value in the first year post-retirement, but it hasn't seemed to have gone up in value too much in the past 6 months or so. So moving on to our number 2 spot. Now this is another Star Wars set, but you'll be thankful to know that number 1 is not a Star Wars set. So number 2 is set number 75170, the Phantom. Now this set originally cost £40 here in the UK, and again, when I was doing my research, I was really surprised by this set. It cost £40 in the UK, but only $30 in the US. Now, I don't understand why this was. Maybe a lot of other sets done this around that time, but yeah, I was really shocked to see the fact that it was so much higher in pounds than it was in dollars. Now, obviously, as I said, this set was £40 here in the UK when it was originally released, and it now goes for about £300 to £350 in the secondary market. And if you know anything about Star Wars, anything about LEGO investing, you'll know exactly why this set is worth so much, and that is for one figure and one figure alone, the Grand Admiral Thrawn that comes with this set. Now, this figure is worth well over £100 by himself, and I haven't done the research on this, but I wonder if this is the best figure investment you could have made in the last 5 years. I'd be very interested to see that. Now, obviously the build of this set is really basic. For me, I don't actually recognise the ship. I haven't watched enough of Star Wars. No, I've only seen the odd clip of Star Wars Rebels, so I don't recognise the ship. But personally, I think the build actually looks really bad. I don't know, it might be really accurate to what it is in the Rebel series, but Grand Admiral Thrawn is obviously the driving factor behind the value growth in this set. And I can't say I'm surprised with a LEGO Star Wars minifigure like this. Like I explained with Boba Fett earlier, there's been loads of sets with Boba Fett in that have skyrocketed in price. And I guess Grand Admiral Thrawn is a very, very popular character in the Star Wars universe, hence the value increase in this set. So obviously for this set, we're looking at around a 7 to 7.5 value increase from the original RRP here in the UK. So coming in at number 1 is probably one of the most surprising themes to be the number 1 investment for the last 5 years. So the set at number 1 is none other than the Minecraft Mountain Cave. Now this set originally retailed for £260 here in the UK and is worth anywhere from about £1,500 to £2,000 currently. On Amazon it's listed at well over £2,000, but I don't think anyone will pay for that. And for me, I just can't believe that people pay this much money for Minecraft Lego. Like, Minecraft Lego is just so blocky, it's so basic. I know there's some unique characters in this set and you get quite a big slime in it, which is really cool. And of course the charged creeper is very cool as well. But the charged creeper isn't even unique to this set. Now, I have to say that the build is really cool. And I think it really captures a small chunk of a Minecraft world. And honestly, I would actually quite like to have this set. I think it's cool. I used to love playing Minecraft when I was younger, but I just don't understand who pays this money. Like, who pays nearly £2,000 for a Lego Minecraft set? Like, the kids who play Minecraft surely can't afford a £2,000 set. I like Minecraft and I have a couple of Lego Minecraft sets. I don't play Minecraft anymore, but I would definitely get a few, mainly for the nostalgia of when I used to play Minecraft. But I just think it's absolutely insane how much this set is worth. So for me, on that mind-blowing bombshell, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.